Welcome to our channel. In this session, we will discuss one of the classic problem of synchronization, that is bounded buffer problem. This bounded buffer problem is also called as producer-consumer problem. Now, in this session, we will discuss what is the concept of producer-consumer problem, what are the problems we are facing, and how do we achieve a solution. Before that, understand the basic concept. This is a buffer of fixed size. You can take the fixed size is either 10 slots or 20 slots or 100 slots, but anyway the size of buffer is fixed. That is the reason this is called bounded. Within the range, assume I have 4 number of slots. This is my buffer. The producer insert the item into the buffer. The consumer removes the item from the buffer. That is the general scenario. The producer places the item and consumer removes the item. Generally, what is the situation? The producer places the item into an empty slot. If the slot is free, then only it is allowed to insert the data. The consumer consumes the item only when the slot is full. Only when the slot is full. Okay, this is the general situation. Now, in this, what are the problems we are facing? Coming to producer, suppose if the buffer is full, the producer is unable to insert the data if the buffer is full. Yes or no? If the buffer is full, the producer is not allowed to insert the data. Similarly, coming to consumer, if the buffer is empty, the consumer is not allowed to retrieve or to remove the data. Why? The buffer is empty, it does not have any data. So it is not possible to remove the data. So these two are not allowed. Okay? That means we need to design a solution such that if the buffer is full, you are not allowed to insert the data. And if the buffer is empty, you are not allowed to remove the data. So we need a solution to overcome these scenarios. Now, simultaneous meaning is at a time both the producer and consumers are not allowed. That is, while producer inserting the data, consumer needs to wait. While consumer consumes the data, producer needs to wait. These are the main problems. Now, we need to provide a solution to achieve all this in my implementation. For that, we are using semaphores. Okay, we are providing solutions by using semaphore. We already discussed the concept of semaphore. So semaphore is an integer variable which manages concurrent process. Anyway, to understand the solutions to producer consumer, you must and should learn the semaphore topic. Then only it is easy. So go back to semaphore concept, understand. Meanwhile, I will explain the basic. So semaphore has mainly two atomic operations. One is wait operation and another one is signal operation. While S less than or equal to 0, S minus minus, the signal operation is S plus plus. So generally the wait function, the wait operation purpose is to test whether the critical section is free or not. In this case, buffers. Signal is just for incrementing. Anyway, we move to semaphore topic, then we have the clear idea with complete example. Now, to achieve the solution, we are using three types of semaphores. The first one is mutex. Mutex is simply a binary semaphore which is used to acquire a lock. On the buffer. Suppose if producer acquires a lock on the buffer, consumer is not allowed. If consumer acquires a lock, producer is not allowed. For locking purpose, we are using the binary semaphore mutex along with two more semaphores. One is empty, second one is full. What is the empty semaphore? Initially, the value of empty is equal to n. Why n? Assume we have a buffer of size n. Initially, all the slots are empty, no item is inserted. So, initially, the value of empty means n number of slots are empty. Obviously, what is the value? Initial value of full 0. Why in the sense? No item is inserted initially. So, these two are counting semaphores. So that is the reason for understand clearly. If you know the semaphore concept, there we discussed what is binary semaphore, how to acquire the lock, what is the counting semaphore. This is the binary semaphore, these two are counting semaphores. Now write down the logic of producer and consumer problem and how those achieves the solution. First I will write down producer. First do while do. What is the first step? In the producer, first you need to check whether the buffer is empty. Then only you are allowed to insert. So what I am doing, if the buffer is empty, weight of empty, I am calling weight of empty. Just for understanding, assume my buffer size is equal to 3. Now initially what is the size of empty? Initially the size of empty is equal to 3. See, 3. 3 less than or equal to 0. Condition false. If the condition false, we are doing some operation. After that, S value is equal to 2. Now, 2 less than or equal to 0. Again, the condition false. I am doing some operation. Now, S value is equal to 1. 1 less than or equal to 0. Do some operation. 0. 0 less than or equal to 0. Condition false. That means, until empty value is positive, we can insert the data. Yes or no? Empty value is positive. That is, in the sense, if it is greater than 0, we can insert the data. So, okay. Right now, the empty value is equal to 3. Now, buffer is free. Immediately, what I am doing? Calling weight of mutex. Weight of mutex in the sense, I acquire a lock on the buffer. If you acquire a lock, consumer is not allowed to use. So, buffer, a lock on the buffer. After that, what I am doing my operation? Insert the data. So, initially the value is equal to 3 and mutex, and then insert the data. After that, the value is decremented. Whenever we are allowed to insert, that is, some operation is performed, the S value is decremented. S value is decremented. In the next iteration, again insert the second data, insert the third data, like this. Suppose after insertion, what you need to do? Insertion is completed. Simply release the lock. Signal of mutex. Signal of mutex in the sense, I released the lock, that is used by consumer. After this, understand carefully, here you are writing empty. That means the empty semaphore value is decremented by 1. Initially it is 1. After inserting one item, the empty value is n minus 1. Now what is the full value? Initially full value is equal to 0. After inserting one item, full value is equal to 1. How we are incrementing the value? By calling signal. So, I am calling the signal of full. Suppose here n value initially 4. After inserting the value 3, the full value becomes 1. Initially 0. That means in the 3 slots, only 2, suppose in the 4 slots, 3 slots are empty, 1 slot is full. Now, this is a do while loop. Suppose in the next iteration, again checks the value, it is 3. That means 3 empty slots are there. In that, I am inserting the data. Now only 2 empty slots, and then the full value 2 full slots. In the next iteration, only 1 empty slot is there, 3 full slots. In the next iteration, 0 empty slots and then 4 full slots. Now observe, In the next iteration, weight of empty. Now what is the value of empty? The value of empty is equal to 0. In the sense, there is no available slot. 0 less than or equal to 0. It is in the infinite loop. That is, until the slot is free, it needs to wait. Clear? Exactly. Consumer is the reverse one. So, the logic for consumer is do first what you are checking while consuming, you need to check the value of the full. Yes or no? If the full value is some greater than 0, if the full value is greater than 0, that means the simple thing, weight is used to test. If it is greater than 0, perform the operation. Otherwise, not perform the operation. Suppose in my example, full value is equal to 4. Immediately while consuming, I acquire a lock. I acquire a lock on the buffer. After that, remove the data. After remove the data, signal of mutex, that is the buffer is released. Now what you need to do? Signal of which one? So once I remove one data, the value of empty is incremented by 1. Signal is always used to increment. The value of empty is incremented by 1. Now initially full value is equal to 4. Initially full value is equal to 4. Empty value is equal to 0. For the first time, remove the data, full is equal to 3, empty is equal to 1. Next to 2, 2. Next to 1, 3. Next to 0, 4. Whenever it is 0, weight of 0. Weight of 0 means fail. That is 0 less than or equal to 0. The condition is true. It needs to wait. This is the logic of producer consumer. Now previously we discussed 3 problems. How do we achieve the 3 problems? The first problem is whenever the buffer is full, the producer is unable to insert the item. Yes or no? Here we are achieving this one. Whenever if the empty value is equal to 0, if the empty value is equal to 0 means weight of 0. Weight of 0 in the sense the producer unable to insert the item. So the first problem is achieved with the empty semaphore. Coming to consumer, what is the second problem? If the buffer is empty, you are not allowed to remove the data. Full. If the full is equal to 0 in the sense it is in the waiting state. That is the buffer is empty. It is a waiting state in the sense full is equal to 0 in the sense empty is equal to full. So consumer is unable to remove the item. 2 problems. What is the third problem? Both producer and consumer at a time is not allowed to use the buffer. Yes, if producer wants to insert, use the mutex lock. If consumer wants to insert, use the mutex lock on the consumer and the producer. So 3 problems. By using these semaphores, I achieve the solutions to the 3 problems. This is the concept of bounded buffer or producer consumer problem. Thank you.